Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss another method of solving quadratic equation. You have studied in my earlier class how to solve a quadratic equation using factorization method. Now today we are going to discuss another method. It is method of completing the square. It means that we have to express our given quadratic equation in the form of a square and then solve it. Now the first step when the question is given is that you have to express the given quadratic equation in the standard form of quadratic equation. It is standard form of quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. After expressing the given quadratic equation in the standard form, we will start this method of completing the square method. Then the first step is what? The first step is to remove a. It means that we will divide each term by a. So this ax square divided by a, this bx divided by a, c by a is equals to 0 by a. It will give us what? It will give us that the coefficient of x square becomes unity. See over here, when this a and a is cancelled out, what is left? X square. And it has become this our ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0 has been converted in the form of x square plus b by ax plus c by a is equals to 0. Here we have obtained the coefficient of x square as 1. So its coefficient is unity. That you have to take care. Whatever the value of a is given, which is the coefficient of x square, you have to divide each term by that constant value, that is a. And then we get the coefficient of x square as unity. And then this form of the equation will be converted into this form. Now the next step number 2, that take constant term in RHS. We are having constant term C. C is constant term because it is independent of variable. It is independent of x. So C is the constant term. So our next step is to take constant term in RHS. So x square plus b by x is equals to minus c by a. From this one, we have taken this plus c by a, which is a constant term in RHS. Now the next step number 3, we have to add a square of half of coefficient of x both sides. It means that whatever the value of coefficient of x is given, we have to make a half of it, and then we will make a square of it to add both sides. Now our coefficient of x was b by a. So what we have done? We have done that we have taken b by 2a, because half of b by a will be equal to b by 2a. And then we have made the square of it. It means that we have made half of coefficient of x. Since the coefficient of x is b by a, so half of b by a will be equal to b by 2a. And when we will square it, we have added both sides. What will done it? It will express this LHS in the form of a plus b to the whole square. If we will express it a plus b to the whole square, You can see it how it happens. This x, this x square can be written as x to the whole square. Now this b by ax, we know the formula that a square plus 2ab plus b square. Since it is in the form of a plus b to the whole square, so this b by ax can be broken in this form, plus 2 into x into b by 2a. Now it becomes a square plus 2ab, and then we are having plus b by 2a to the whole square. It means that a square plus 2ab plus b square will give us x plus b by 2a to the whole square. This x square plus b by ax plus b by 2a to the whole square has been expressed in the form of a square plus 2ab plus b square. So the factorized form of this one is x plus b by 2a to the whole square. Now what do we see? That our LHS has become a square. Now from this step we can do our solution. Now see, we can find out x how. We will first of all remove the square from here. The moment we remove a square from LHS, the square root will be assigned in RHS. So this b square minus 4ac by 4a square will be kept inside the square root, and this square has been removed. Now it becomes x plus b by 2a is equals to plus minus under root b square minus 4ac by 4a square. Now after that, what do we see? We see that is equals to plus minus under root b square minus 4ac. The numerator will remain inside the root, but this 4a square will be taken out from square root in the form of 2a. Now after that, further simplification, this plus b by 2a will be taken in RHS, will become minus b by 2a. Now we see that the denominator is 2a in both the case. So we have taken denominator common. What is left in the numerator? It is minus b plus minus root b square minus 4ac. Thus we have obtained the value of x, that it is minus b plus minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now by putting the value of a, b and c, we can get the value of x. Since here it is plus and minus, so we get two values over here. It is actually quadratic formula also. Here this b square minus 4ac is actually representing d of the given quadratic equation. D is actually the discriminant. D expresses the nature of roots. Thus we can write down in the form of quadratic formula. If we want to express this one in the form of quadratic formula, we can write that x is equals to minus b plus minus root d by 2a. So whenever a quadratic equation is given in this form, ax square plus bx plus c, and it is asked that solve it by method of completing the square, we will use this method to solve it. And if it is given that use quadratic formula to solve this quadratic equation, then we will use this formula, using direct formula, x is equal to minus b plus minus root d by 2a. For that you have to find out all the values of a, b and c, and then you can find out value of x using quadratic formula. This d is actually represents nature of roots. If d is greater than 0, then roots will be real and unequal. If d will be equal to 0, then roots are real and equal. And if d is less than 0, then roots are unreal and unequal. So when the d is equal to 0 or it is greater than 0, in that cases we are having real roots. And since we have studied only real numbers, so we have to solve the quadratic equation only those cases in which we are having d greater than 0 or equal to 0. When it is less than 0, you can simply give a remark that since d is less than 0, the roots are not possible in the set of real numbers. Or you can say, right, that roots are unreal. Your work will be done. Because you have to study unreal number or imaginary number. Imaginary number is the another name of, or complex number is another name of unreal number. We are having two types of number, real numbers and complex number, or real number and imaginary numbers. So since we have studied till standard 10th only real numbers, so you have to find out quadratic equation in these two forms, when d is greater than 0 and d is equal to 0. So whenever a quadratic equation is given, first of all you have to find out the value of d, which is equal to b square minus 4ac. And by finding d, you have to decide that whether you have to proceed for finding the zeros or not. If d is greater than 0, it means that the value of b square minus 4ac is greater than 0 or equals to 0, then you have to find out the zeros. Otherwise not. Now in my next class, I will explain you how to find the questions using method of completion the square and using the quadratic formula. Till then you practice this formula and try to solve the questions based on this formula.